Hi, welcome back to Westbury 101. I'm Brian Westbury, Chief Economist at First Trust Portfolios. Remember, we want to be the antidote to conventional wisdom. Well, I have to admit, it's been a while since I've done a Westbury 101. There's obviously been a lot of volatility in the market, lots of fear, but that's been true for the past 6 years. But today we got a big drop in retail sales. In fact, it's the second month in a row. We had minus 0.8% drop in retail sales in January after a 0.9% decline in December. This goes in a way counter to what lots of people expected. They thought gasoline price declines were going to be a big tax cut for consumers, and the bottom line is the economy would roar. We've clearly seen jobs pick up, and so what's going on? The bottom line is, in my opinion, this is noise. I don't want to completely dismiss 2-month decline in retail sales. However, I do want to completely dismiss a 2-month decline in retail sales, and I want to tell you why today. So the first chart I want to show you is retail sales going back to 2000. Take a look at this. If you recall, we had a pretty nice boom in the middle 2000s. George Bush was president. The Federal Reserve was holding interest rates very low. Housing was rocking along. And as you can see from the data, retail sales between January of 2001 and November of 2007 were up 5.1% at an annualized rate. And then we had the great collapse, the great recession, the panic of 2008, and everyone said we were going to be in a new normal. So if you take the old normal, being the early 2000s, you would expect something different in the new normal. But take a look at what has happened. March of 2009 through January of 2015, even with 2 straight monthly declines in retail sales are up 5.0% at an annualized rate during this time. So I would argue that the new normal looks an awful lot like the old normal. And what's fascinating about this is that this has happened in spite of people saying that there's a black swan every week, whether it's Greece or the Swiss franc or Ukraine or ISIS or the sequester or fiscal cliffs or all of these things that people have worried about. The economy has continued to chug along. Now, does that mean we have anything to worry about with the last couple of months' decline in retail sales? And my answer to you is no, this is not the beginning of a new trend. So let me put up the second chart I want to show you today, and this is month-to-month changes in retail sales over that same time period, going back to 2000. As you can see, it looks like an EKG. There's up months, there's down months, but here's the key point. In the 153 months during this time period where we were in recovery, the United States was in recovery, in those 153 months, 44 of the months have shown declining retail sales. So it happens about 29% of the time. What's interesting is that in the current recovery, since the panic of 2008, the recovery that started in March of 2009, we've had 70 months, and 14 of those months have been negative. That's only 20%. So in reality, if you look at underlying economic growth, if you look at retail sales at the data level, we've had less volatility in this recovery, the one that started after the panic of 2008, than we have over the last two combined. Just 20% of the months have been down, when normally, even in good times, we see 4 or so months a year, 25 to 35% of the months being down. The bottom line is volatility in retail sales happens. It happens because of big volatility in auto prices, auto sales. Clearly, lately, we have had a big drop in gasoline prices, and gasoline service station sales have plummeted in the past 6 months because prices have come down. And I look at this noise in retail sales as nothing more than that, noise. Do not believe that this is the beginning of a new trend. And so that takes me to my final point, and that is that when we really look at the economy today, monetary policy is still easy. Tax policy is not going to change. We are not hiking tax rates this year. Trade policy, we're actually working on free trade deals. Finally, government spending and regulation, while I would argue they are a negative for economic growth, they're not going to get any worse this year. We have a divided government that will kind of gum up the works. And when you put all of that together, the plow horse economy is still intact. In fact, we expect to gain about 250,000 jobs a month during 2015. Wages are starting to pick up. And what that means is that consumption and retail sales will pick up as well. So you could take these last 2 months and decide that you're scared of the market and scared of the economy. But in reality, this is normal volatility. In fact, less than normal volatility for the U.S. economy. I'm still bullish on the stock market. I'm still bullish on the economy. And that's my antidote to conventional wisdom. Thanks so much for visiting Westbury 101. We'll see you next time.